What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video today, man. And today we're gonna react to a military husband catches his wife cheating with multiple men in 4K. Okay. I thought it meant to say put a him right there, but it's by easy switch, not for me. The goat, bruh. Literally the goat.
What's up, everyone? So today we all need to rally around these guys and show them some support. Let's all leave them a nice comment, maybe even drop a like. And in the event that they come across this video, they'll know that we've got their backs. So today's video is going to cover multiple stories, a 3-for-1 special, if you will. You may have seen these before, or maybe you haven't seen them at all. Whatever category you're in, it's okay. It's like eating your favorite food. No matter how many times you've had it, it still tastes just as good. These situations are just so ridiculous that I couldn't help but laugh at first, and then I felt really bad. These are stories that put you on an emotional roller coaster. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the first story. We're gonna have to take a look at this TikTok really quickly now. You can see that someone on Twitter has asked, who is your high school's most famous alumni? And this guy has opened up his yearbook and he is zooming into a particular individual. And you might be wondering why exactly she's the most famous person out of a school that had several hundreds or maybe even 1,000 kids. So let's look at some clues. As you can tell, she's wearing her cheerleader outfit for this yearbook photo. I'm sure that the quarterback, running back, and wide receiver were all running plays right through her, if you know what I mean. That might give you a little bit of an insight as to what direction we're headed here. And if not, if you still think that she's famous for being some kind of super genius astrophysicist, well, I guess you're not that far off either, because I did hear her head is quite good. Now, the last guess we might have is that she's an actress. Maybe she was a main character in some new Netflix show that I wasn't aware of. Well, actually, upon further review, it doesn't seem like Hollywood was where she took her acting talents to. Now, let's take a look at this photo here. So we have a—
No, bro, I remember this, bro. This photo when it popped up a couple years ago, bro.
Fine young man dressed in his U.S. Army uniform. He's got the blue beret flash. I assume this was the last picture he took before he got deployed overseas. I'm sure he was telling his army buddies about what a wonderful girlfriend he has back home and how he was looking forward to starting a family with her. She probably gave him the strength to persevere and continue fighting in the hopes that one day he'll be back home and reunited with her. However, while he must have thought that he was going to be engaging in battle in another country, little did he know that the real fight was at home. So this is the first image that I want to bring your attention to. If the warning bells weren't sounding before, they should be going off at this very moment. Whenever you see an HD picture of your woman on a bed, chances are she's doing exactly what you think she's doing. And the real unfortunate thing about this is her clothes have remained the exact same as they did when she took that photo with her boyfriend. Little did that man—
4K before even 4K, bruh. Literally, bro.
Know that the moment he stepped on that flight out of the United States, his girlfriend stepped into the annual meat festival where the double stuffing was going to be served. And if one feature-length movie wasn't enough for her, she went ahead and hit up Christopher Nolan and got the entire Batman trilogy done. Here's the second picture. There's definitely a lot more color going on here. And the final costume evolution in her 3-part movie series is a nice red dress. She must have really taken her time to find the perfect color that would really pop for the camera. Her team of designers did a really nice job, if I may say so myself. All I can do right now is hope that her boyfriend is doing okay. Imagine after all that he sacrificed, all the terrible things he must have seen, he finally comes home, goes on the internet, and sees this. My guy must have been down monumental. If he was able to come back from this, he deserves to be showered in compliments. And if you didn't think the situation could get any worse, this woman had the audacity to create a GoFundMe and ask for donations. Many know me as the girl who cheated on her military boyfriend. A good opportunity came about while he was deployed and I couldn't turn it down. If I raise this goal, I will do a second video. I'm single now in parentheses.
GoFundMe? Oh.
That second video was of course done, so people clearly donated their hard-earned money to get a sequel. At least she didn't scam everyone and pulled through on the promise. We got 3 videos, not just 2, so she really went the extra mile here, I guess. I'm trying to be positive and look at the bright side. She had the generosity to share her talents with the world. I guess her boyfriend walked so we could all run. Thank you, sir, for your bravery and sacrifice in more ways than one. All I can say is keep your head up, keep your crown on, and we all have you in our hearts. So let's move on to situations situation number 2 where a US Marine, I guess he was stationed in Japan by the looks of it, caught his girlfriend in the act. This wasn't in 4K, this wasn't in 8K. He caught her with his own 2 eyes.
Wake up, we're in bed, right? I'm asleep. I wake up. She's on Tinder, texting other guys, sending other guys.
I've seen this video too, bro.
Telling them to add on her Snapchat. That's crazy. While in bed with me. Now, and this is also why 2 days ago she told me she loves me, right? But she's on Tinder texting other guys.
I don't understand, like, why are you doing this? But you crying, like. He not even crying. Like, why are you crying? That don't even make sense.
She said she loved me. She drove down here, right?
All right, we got to pause for a second. Why is she using her phone while this man is exposing her? The level of disrespect going on here is something I've never seen before. She's lucky that this guy was level-headed. I would have snatched that phone out of her hands and fucking Hail Mary tossed that shit into the ocean.
She lives in Fukuoka. She drove down to Iwakuni. And was matching with guys in Iwakuni. She matched with a motherfucker down the hallway. And you know how I know he lives down the hallway? Because I work with him. I have your things. Because you said me. Yuko, I have your things. Please leave.
Alright, so if I heard her correctly, she screamed, quote, "You're lying," as this dude was giving us a brief rundown of the situation. These females serve more guys than an entire cafeteria, yet they're the ones who are right and not in the wrong. So it looks like she was on Tinder matching with the entire Marine base. She was handing out samples to everybody. She then made the mistake of matching with her boyfriend's coworker, and I'm sure that that guy was like, hold up, ain't this my friend's girl? What is she doing on Tinder? My respect has gone up for that guy for following the first most important rule of the bro code. And the great thing about this is she didn't even have the balls to face the camera. She was clearly embarrassed for getting caught red-handed, and that's why her back was against her boyfriend the entire time. The shame was too much. Props to him for handling this situation the way he did. Now, the last story doesn't really need much background. I'm gonna keep this one relatively short, but I want you guys to notice the excuse that this woman gives. Again, shifting all the blame on the victim. The mental gymnastics here is worthy of a gold in the Olympics.
You know, tell me about this guy that's going on. And she says, oh, it's nothing, it's just a friend, you know, etc. The same BS that every girl says.
First of all, we were done.
Hold on, I have to pause this for a second. This veteran made a very good point. If your girl tells you that the guy she's talking to is just a friend, your BS meter should be activated. You might have to do a little bit of background research as to who this guy is. If it's a random guy you've never met, it might be a rap. If it's just one of your friends or something, you might want to maybe be a little cautious. We're not treading dangerous waters just yet, but it's important to, you know, keep a little bit of a lookout.
He hacked my Facebook. He invaded my privacy, and he
says she had and her boyfriend are on the okay.
He looked into my stuff, into my messages.
So
that's how we found out.
Okay, no offense, but she looks like she gives services for about 50 cents. She might even have every disease in the book. I'm not even trying to be mean because at the beginning of this video, the guy said that she was entertaining many men with just her dancing skills and a long metal object in a dimly lit room. The second observation I have is that she is, once again, as every other cheater does, shifting the blame on the guy. He was the one that
why do they do that? That don't even make sense.
How hacked into her Facebook and read her messages. I'm sure that this guy had the technological know-how to hack into someone's Facebook when in reality she was probably already logged into her account or her password was saved onto her computer. It doesn't look like she's very smart in the first place.
I see, oh baby, I can't wait to see you later on tonight. I had a great time with you. I can't wait to see, you know, the last few days we've spent together has been amazing.
These are the messages you're saying that your wife is entertaining while you're serving your country.
And luckily, at the very end of this video, they did one of those DNA tests and they found out that this man was in fact the father of their kid. Imagine sleeping with so many guys that you don't even know who the father of your kid is. Like, come on, man.
Really
Listen,
bad.
if you're gonna enlist, at least do it while you're single. Don't be going into service with a wife or a girlfriend, especially if you're like 18 and have a girlfriend. Bro, she will be for the streets as soon as you leave. Being in the military and having a cheating spouse goes hand in hand. There there are way too many stories I've heard at this point to where we can't treat this as if it's an isolated incident. I'm sure some of you watching this have served and have stories that you can share with us as well. And what's really scary is that some people cheat and get away with it. They don't get caught whatsoever, especially if your boyfriend isn't coming home for like 6 months. That is a cheater's paradise. So again, if you're going to enlist, do it when you're single. Get the job done, come home, and when you're ready to get back into civilian life, you can get married. It's that simple. I really don't think you want the headache of finding out that your spouse cheated on you, especially right after you come home for the first time in a long time. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links are down in the description below. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, but that's gonna be the end of this video, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. We out, cuz.